Hello everybody, it's me, Tokkuri Yashi, and we are back today for Battle Stadium, our favourite event of the month, Battle Stadium, yes. So, as always, I suppose we might as well jump straight in. Well, not very much point in hanging on. Has everybody done the survey, by the way? If not, well, there's still a few more days left. Get your voices heard. Whether that's it or not, we'll have to see. Anyway, let's jump in then to Battle Stadium. We should be completely unlocked now, seeing as they're still doing it this way. Maybe it's to spread content out a little bit, but everything is completely unlocked all the way to round 18. So once again, we are going to have to take on these battles best way that we can. Some of them might end up being a little bit frustrating. Anyway, we always usually start these with a bit of a meme team, Maybe not the most meta relevant. We start with a level 100. So this month we could. That's a decent team there. Remember Princess Ray. She could come in very handy. What about 6-star? We'll have a look at her tomorrow, I think, with her unique equipment too. Well, I'm using it today, no, because I don't put equipment 2 on her. But we could either go a magical route, and we could use Kroche Ibioru as a bit of a support, or we could go physical route and use the pilot Aoi to start with. I think she will work okay in here, the pilot Aoi. So I think we're going to go the physical route. We'll use this team. We'll see how it goes, and until when we get any kind of pushback from our opponents, when we get to run into difficulties, then we will start to shake things up a little bit. So who else do we want to be like a big nuke DPS? I mean, we don't have to stick with a light element on here. Elements don't really do a huge amount. Just a lot of the light characters seem to, well, they could work pretty well in this mode. Would we put Hatsune Shiori as our big nuke? I always like maybe start having Yukari as a nice TP battery as well. She can often work pretty good in these kind of fights, these sort of PvP like battles. We always usually want to put in some Sarin, but we could always go with the Liberator and Nozomi. Then we're actually going to have a full light team. So where is she? Saran-chan. She's hiding somewhere. Maybe she's a little bit shy, or maybe I'm just a little bit blind. There she is. So who are we going to go for the last character then? So we've got a bit of TP, quite a lot of TP. We've got some damage, we've got some support. We've got a bit of a barrier there with Aoi. What are we missing here? Maybe an action speed. I think we could go with Labby, and then we could just have a full light team. Maybe Nefi Neira? For a physical speed. There is Monica here, who's a little older. You could always stick Edison. Never a bad thing to do, is it? Or maybe we could try a little bit more damage. I suppose, I don't think we're overthinking this a little bit, considering it's end of the beginning. So let's see how this team does. We're going to get to use Aoi in here. Hopefully we'll blast through this mode and get all the way to the end without too much trouble. Well, it wasn't too bad, but it's not the most convincing start. I have had teams at the beginning take them out in like a split second, so maybe we'll be changing this team up a little bit sooner than I thought. Maybe put Fubuki on. Maybe we should swap Hatsune and Shiori for Fubuki, somebody like that. We're already talking about that, and we're in round 2. Maybe Fubuki would be a better option there than Hatsune and Shiori. But then that's going to put a lot of pressure on Yukari. Well, we can't have that because she's in front of there. Maybe somebody else. Where does Anne sit? She sits there. But we really want the Nuka to be in that slot. So we're going to have to go for something a little bit further back. So maybe we'll go with Reno. 6-star Reno as our DPS here, AoE DPS, for this type of setup. Yeah, that went a lot better there. That went a lot bit better than with Hatsune and Shiori in there. 3 stars are very nice, so let's continue. Halloween Mimi. She's getting ready a bit early. We've got Halloween Misaki as well at the back there. It's a full-on Halloween party or fancy dress party going on here. Now, the same team as always did pretty well last time, so we should be good to go. And Reno takes them all out straight away. Still having a few teams that are more rear-facing for this. I suppose I'm forcing that by using Yukari. But I think there's a bit of a push at the moment to get a little bit more front DPS back into the game. We'll see how much that goes over the next few months. So we've got a Theo in here. Interesting choice. An interesting choice. I wonder if at any point we have 5 little fairy characters. A full team of little fairies. Maybe. Not the cat girl fairy. I mean the little tiny with wings fairy. You know what I mean? Anyway. So far so good. Still at the very beginning though, round 5. I don't think we shouldn't really get into too much problem until we get to maybe round 10 perhaps. Yeah, we make that an aim to get to round 10, and then we're going to put our thinking cap on a little bit more. Still taking him out in one shot. Reno there. He's actually pretty good for this. Pretty good indeed. Okay, so who are we taking on next? It's Ninon! Everyone's favourite Ninon. We've got a Multiple Gale Kasumi, but I don't think she'll have a unique equipment on her or anything, because look, she's only... Well, she does she? 4-star, 4-star, with a unique equipment. Does she have... Well, level 200, let's go in there. No need to pry too much. Just really analyse our opponents here. Or just Corona rain them and actually break the screen there. Right, round 6. Kojita and Co. Well, I think this should still be okay here. It's the level 220. Let's fire it off and... and still one shot in everybody, so not bad at all. Like Marino is completely maxed out. I think our unique equipment 2 is at 5-star. Everything is completely maxed out with her. So doing a great job. So many characters, isn't there, that so many that we actually forget about that we could have used. I mean, in the past we were using Yamato tanking, now we're going with Yukari. So many different characters. And there's going to be so many more, isn't there, the rate that they're releasing them. 3 new characters means they're going to have to up their production time. They're going to need a few more staff, isn't it, to be getting all these characters designed. They're certainly up the game in that respect. I wonder if in the survey, where they're asking for our favourite characters, if the characters that get to the top are going to be getting new alts. I didn't actually look at that list mega close, but I don't think any characters in there, in that list, there were not any characters in that list that were not already released. I know Louise Marie, for example, or Sono, maybe there was and I didn't see it. I didn't notice Vampy right at the bottom. But, yes, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Still doing pretty well here with Reno, one-shotting everybody. On to round 9 already. Levels creeping up very slightly, but we are still much higher. That means that's a much higher chance for us to crit. Oh, but the first time, We had a little bit of a hiccup there, but we still managed to get through in the end. With 3 stars, so everything is good. How are we going to start? Let's consider round 10. How are we going to start having a few issues here? Inori, and this is where they start putting in big hitters in the PvP world. Shizuru Noir. What effects have we got here? Do we really need to pay too much attention to that? Poison and Venom. We don't really have any of that on our team at the moment. But let's jump in. Let's see how we do. This is a Reno show, isn't it? Not the Pilot Owie show. Oh, we took a bit of damage. We didn't get to fire off straight away. That's Kasumi there going mad, but let's see, let's see. Is he still good enough? No, we needed a bit more hit points there. So now we're going to have to try it. Start changing the team up a little bit. So, what do we think? Do we want to start draining them? Do we play them at their own game, or do we want to swap Owie for this Owie? Because this is a poison Owie, is it not? We will, therefore, not need our Reno, and we will go with do we want to put in a Kasumi, the 6-star Kasumi, or do we just play them at their own game? Are we sticking our own magical girl Kasumi? Let's see how this one goes then. Owie's attack wasn't quite as devastating as Reno's, but I think that's got us a victory nevertheless. Maybe if we kept Reno in, that would have still worked. Yeah, that was our start, so we can move on then to round 11 with Wakana, which is going to be cooking up a storm. Is that summer? We at the front there. Right, like we did before, we'll send in the same team, see how it goes. Do we run into some trolls? Maybe Owie, this 6-star Owie's damage isn't quite as devastating as we would like, but we still won. Yeah, we didn't check the victory conditions for all the stars, so we still get them, so that's not bad. Our 6-star Owie doing good enough job. Otsu, let's go some of this. Okay, round 12. We have a Sumakuka. What's she holding there? I don't know. It's, maybe we don't want to ask. But now we are going to be Reno'd. So do we fight Reno with Reno? Who's going to get that Corona Rain off first? Well, see how he goes. There's the Corona Rain, and we're taking damage. So maybe we can try our Reno in there. We'll swap Owie back for Reno. And then maybe then, I mean, this is blind. Is it Kex? Hex. So what do you want with that? We don't want Mitsuki's. Well, not see now. This is now a little bit of a problem. Do we have to take Eris out there so that we've got Reno in position 4? Do something like that. There we go. That's a bit more damage. That's probably taken someone out that was... Here we go. That looks much better there. Much better. We only needed Owie for air poison on that one round. Reno doing a much better job there. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right. Moving on and up. Round 13. So we've got 6 left to go. And this is where things start to get a little more difficult. I see Chunibyo Anna there. In our next round that we're going to have to face. That should be fun. Kea, some New Year's Mare, Summer Hatsune. Full PvP characters here. So, let's go in with this team, see how it does. Ooh, we took some damage there from Kea straight away. I believe that must have been Kea doing that. if there's a hit point threshold here that we didn't check again, we're going to have to... There is a hit point threshold. They know what they're doing there. You know, Kay is going to start with a nasty attack. So maybe this is where we need to do something like Stunner. Maybe in battles like this, action speed really isn't that important, because we want it to be over with very quickly. It's not like it's a long battle. So, what we're going to do then is bring in Inori and see if we can stun Akea before she hits us. I don't think that worked, did it? But we healed back up again by stunning maybe some of the others. We got us through. The idea was there and it worked. So whether it didn't work exactly what we wanted to, but it was still according to Keikaku there. So now we're on to Chunibyo Anna. Is it Anna or Anna? I always get these Anna and Anna mixed up. It's Anna. It is Anna. Right. Now they're going to Inori's. We bring them into the team and then they have to, and then they use them. So just gonna fire up quick. They've got Yukari there, ready to TP booster. They are trying this Chunibyo team. Do we fight fire with fire? Or do Corona Rain? Does Corona Rain fire need fight Chunibyo? It does. There we go. We're racing through this. Don't say that. That's one stage we're going to end up being really stuck on. Right. Round 15. Brescia, flight mode. Now we're getting Miyako. This is where I was kind of thinking of stream titles. Something along the lines of, we need pudding to distract Miyako. So that she doesn't stall us out. But that wasn't a bit too long for a title for a YouTube video or stream. So we went with what we did anyway. We need that pudding now. There's a pudding over there. Miyako, go and get the pudding. If we could at least take out the back, so it's not damaging us, and then see if we can then take Miyako out after that. If not, we'll bring in Miyako's arch nemesis, Christina, who guarantees hits. So, oh, we've lost Inori here. Who took Inori out? Are we going to take Miyako out? She's got hit points are pretty low, but is she going to keep healing up? We get missed there completely. She's going to keep healing up. We took her out, but I don't suspect that's going to give us our 3 stars. No, it only gave us 1 star. So we need to change this up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Christina, which means we probably don't need Yukari anymore because we've got TP there and our attacker is not in slot 4. So who else are we going to add which might help here a little bit? Maybe a little bit more TP at the back, someone that blinds, maybe like Yuki, maybe 6-star Carol perhaps. Let's see how this one goes. Maybe we could do a bit more healing in here. They want us to leave this with full hit points. We took Yukari out. We don't have any healing left anymore. Well, there we go. That went pretty well, I think. Sure, that must be 3 stars. There we go. We got our 3 stars. Okay, so now we can finally move on to our last 3 fights then. So we've got Kuka here again. I guess it was a dagger. She had a funky dagger before. The one it was. What was she holding there? She couldn't be holding anything, Kuka. You cannot rule anything out when it comes to hair. So, level 400 opponents. Giant syringe there held by Mitsuki. We'll send this team in. I don't suppose this is what we really want to go for now with Christina in. But like we said, in honoured tradition, we will keep going. They didn't take Kuka out straight away because there she is having a bit of an explosion. I'm lost for words. What's going on here? Cuckoo is still exploding. We cannot take her down. I thought she was supposed to be a good magic tank. So why is Christina not taking her out? Okay, so hit points is the issue here. Total hit points over 90%. So if we go retry, does it just jump us straight back in with the same team? No, it doesn't. It brings us back here, right? We probably need a little bit more healing. I don't know if we really need Christina there. Are we going to go back with AoE damage, or are we going to back to Reno? Try Chunibyo Anna, which means you kind of really want to really mess the team back up again, something like this. Do we have? Where does 6-star? She sits at the back there as well. Who else is going to drain TP? I mean, Vampy kind of drains a little bit. I don't imagine she's gonna. But you know, we want. Maybe we don't need to drain TP if we just fire off quick enough. In which case, do we want to just put? We don't really need action speed. I think we go back to action speed. We don't need action. Don't really need action speed. We need. What do we need here? Somebody should maybe tangle them up a little bit. Let's see how this goes anyway. Well, there we go. And that is not the answer here. They said no tuning here. What's the boost? Binding. Does 6-star Carol bind? In which case, we don't need everyone at the front there. Now we can have somebody else at the back. Do we bring Yuki back? We bring Yuki back. Let's put Yuki back in and see how it goes then. Well, Kuka likes to be binded. Well, again, slot 4 there, dying straight away. It's hit points, not speed. So 6-star Suzuna. It's Suzuna. Is she going to be strong enough to survive this? Because she's got a bit of tanky of being a 6-star. She is. Can we just take them out one at a time then? Suzuna's fired her love arrows at Kuka and made her explode. Did I ever think I would say that sentence? Well, it's not working, so... So we're going to have to try another solution. We only need to survive. We can tank up, we can turtle up here. So... maybe... we kind of turtle up like this. Do we want to do it with a big hard hitter, or do we want to do it with an AoE? We'll try turtling up, see if this helps us survive a little bit more. If not... how does Kuka survive that? We maybe need... if we put in Siori, that would split the damage. How are we even going to take anybody out like this? Is that Kuka down? It's not Kuka down. What's going on? It looked like Kuka was down. She's not down. What is going on? We cannot see. Their hit points are down a little bit. As at 100 where we want it to be. Surely they can't do that much damage to us now. We just need to take out... who's left? Eris was left right at the back. So, turtling up just to get that last star there. Bing! There we go. Gets us on to round 17. Ranger Siori. Okay. I can see that Nebby there, sitting right at the very back. Ominously staring at us with a cheeky grin, but we're not quite there yet, so don't get ahead of ourselves. It's the first time I've seen New Year's Ray. She's a little bit of a pesky. So trying to say two words at the same time there. She's very pesky. Right. Do we do the same? Turtle up. Maybe we need to do this one quickly. We don't know. Let's see how this team does. Can we take out that Ray before she does any damage to us? It seems like we might have done. But then there is Homare there. Ouch, there. New Year's Homare absolutely spanked us. Now we don't really have any damage at all. So I'm going to back out. We're going to try this with a different approach. Maybe the different approach is just bring back Reno. Reno's been very good for us this Battle Stadium, so let's try Reno again. Or maybe we want to use Princess Ray. She can be very handy. That would be taking the team completely, because Yukari wouldn't be the best when we're going forward-facing DPS. Who's left? It's that Ray. We didn't die though. We didn't take damage. We was under them barriers. I think Eri stopped us from taking damage there, which means we are now on to the final stage. An Iron Game, the final stage. Nebi, level 500. What a nasty team is this? Okay, so let's have a look at our winning conditions first. We'll do it within a minute. 90% hit points and nobody dying. So, about as hard as it's going to get. And TP boost is up. Come on then, Reno. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do here. Didn't die from that initial attack, that's good, but she did from Io's attack there. So now we are going to have to come back to this with a new approach. And as always, you see Miyako there, we put in Christina, which means our damage is at the front, so we don't need Yukari. We could maybe do a bit more TP though, but I guess today we've always tended to go for Yuki for that. So, like I said, there's so many characters that you forget who he's there. There are probably lots of other options we could have run. We haven't won yet though. Ew, Christina's down. I guess she's vulnerable to physical damage. They're probably doing magic damage. So that's where Yukari was helping, or could have helped, with that barrier. So, well, did Ares not get his up fast enough? Let's give this a try. We can take out a bit of TV to put some more damage. If we can fire off quickly enough. Ray, no! We can fire off quickly enough. Who else could we try in that slot that's not going to end up getting bonked? Let's see. Are you going to be? Is it Zako? Are you a Zako there, Fubuki? Is Fubuki a Zako? Mm-hmm. Zako? Well, she didn't die straight away, so maybe not. Maybe her confidence is well founded, although we're now dying from the front. Zako desu ka? Well, no, she's not. Yeah, Zako. This Zako's just not. Oh, I can't speak Japanese. I can't. Not while I'm trying to do this. My brain is in two places at once. So, wood. Is she water? No, she's wind. That ray didn't work. What about this ray? He's now got unique equipment, which can make him a little bit better. Still banging on with Christina. Well, no, she died straight away. So how about we try Yamato in that role? Other than AoE damage, I don't know how much else she's going to give us, so we're probably going to end up dying as well. Hello, Legend, how are you doing? I think the unique equipment is on here. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe we could go and check. If it's not, then... To be honest with you, I'm a little worried now, because I might have forgotten to do that. Might have forgotten to do that. Okay, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Place your bets. That's a princess one, isn't it? This one. Ah, it is, and it's leveled up to 300. Because we got lots of shards for it, didn't we? So I did remember to do that. I did remember to do it. So, where are we? Battle Stadium, yes. Even with the level 300 unique equipment, it wasn't quite good enough. So, we are struggling a little bit here. Why are we struggling? Because we're dying. Which means... I guess it doesn't necessarily work with AoE attacks, but the taunt characters are ones that we kind of forget a lot about these days. We never really need to use taunt characters. But if it'll... It's EO's damage, isn't it, that's taking us out? So... Is that the core? Do we want to keep this? Where does Yukari sit? Is she in front? No, she's not in front of Christina. Damn. What about... I mean, who else has... Is there anyone else that's got kind of guaranteed hits? Maybe we just go for high magic. Maybe this is where Chunibyo Anna will come back in to save the day. But that means we can't have both of them. I think Ameth sits behind as well, so that's not going to help either. If I can find her. Yes. Unless we just go... We don't need Yukari so much. If we just go backwards facing... What about Medusa? Try and petrify them a little bit. If Inori's stun wasn't quick enough, I don't imagine... We need anti-magic though, don't we? I mean, Hatsune is anti-physical. Who's anti-magic? Who hates that magic with a passion? Can't believe we're sitting there doing alchemy when didn't have unique equipment. Well, yes, exactly. You're never going to let that go now, are you? But in the end, it came to me. I was just laid there, couldn't sleep. Thought, hang on a minute. This horrible feeling came over me. Tamaki does well. She hit from the back. We never used Tamaki for ages, but she's right there up front. So we're gonna have to really reconfigure this team a little bit. Maybe we could try Ilya too. Who would jump in front and keep us alive? I mean, this Kuga has a taunt too, but I don't think taunts is really helping us out. We need magic damage as well, I think. I think we need some magic damage too. And a bit more TP. I don't know if she doesn't have... It's a strange... There's always strange teams that manage to win these, isn't it? Ones that you wouldn't really think about building. Well, she took Io out, which was the problem, but now everybody else died. We forget about these old characters. So maybe we'll go with this. What we also need then is... They don't have any tanks that... No. I mean, Pecorine would survive quite well, I imagine, the Peco tanks. But what else are they going to do for us? I mean, how about Matsuri? She never dies when we're doing PvP. How about now? Maybe this Neneka Alpha Neneka isn't the best choice either. For some reason, that didn't go too well either. Perhaps we'll take out this Alpha Neneka. And we will go with mean, Ilya's going to sit there. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, Ilya wasn't happy there either, so, no. One stage. It's the last stage that's causing some problem, but then that's what you would expect, I guess. Do we keep with that? What about... Is Matsuri actually helping us here? I don't know if she is, to be perfectly honest. Okay, that's EO down. But then we get blasted by Isaki there. And Carol is out of here. And... yeah. Well, I don't think this one has completely worked either. So let's try rethinking this. Before we head about to look for maybe some other suggestions. So, do we keep that core, perhaps? I don't know if... I don't think this Christina would be better. Who do we want as a tank? I'm trying to think of tanks that could actually help us stay alive. And I go to Yukari, but then she's in behind the tank that the characters in front. I mean, this June might be okay to tank for it, but I'm pretty sure Medusa's gonna die if you put Medusa in. She'll get smacked straight away. She always does, and dies instantly. Need to reach this cooking bag, yes. What's the gimmick on this one? Well, the gimmick is that it's all of the most annoying PvP characters put in one team. All the boost we get is TP. All the boost we get is TP. So do we just overload on TP? But then we've got no damage. Let's just overload on TP, shall we? And put Reno back in there. Oof. Well, that didn't work either. Right. We did try the Chunibyo team, didn't we? And it didn't work out too well for us. Something along the lines of this. She instantly down. We didn't get him stunned fast enough. Ouch. But if instead of Chunibyo, we have somebody that can survive. Hi, Reno! Oh, she's not in that spot. Who is it then else that does AoE that's in that spot? Can Ninon save the day? Come on, Ninon. Ninon can save the day. The Ninon does not go bear here. She goes, where? Okay, I don't know if anyone's going to survive in that slot, to be honest with you then. I mean, sure he's not there. At least Misaki, she's not there. I don't think she would have done great either. I mean, that's saying sure. No, they're not even in that slot either. I know this Ray isn't. Maybe we're going to have to think of a different solution then to this. I don't think you would have done a huge amount in that space. I mean, we never use 6-star Mythu. Never use her, ever. Let's see if she can shine on this team here. Well, she's done a lot better than the others. This time it's Inori that's gone down. The solution is stopping Magical Girl Kasumi or shielding it? We could always drain ourselves or try to drain ourselves. I mean, where does Christina sit here? I mean, this is not going to be quick enough. We've taken out a bit of a stunner as well in Monica there. Yeah, because we get taken out straight away. Where does our Kasumi sit? Because that's actually going to mess things up again, which means we need somebody sitting in that position again. Yikesies, yikesies. We can't even build that team ourselves and fight it with the same team. They have such an advantage being a higher level than us as well, doing so much damage. There is going to be one team that's going to completely wreck this, isn't it? And we're going to find it eventually. Again, we're overloading on TP. Position doesn't matter. So we take Yukari out there for those two's TP boosting. Is Ray going to go down straight away? She does. He's Owie's actually. He's Pilot Owie's barrier instant. Straight away. Will that stop us from dying? Use Pilot Owie. Oh, is it? Probably not fast enough at all. We're still going to die here. Well, she didn't, but Ray did. So who else could we use in that slot? Maybe Shinobu will survive a little bit better. Hello, Kyoka 6-star. Oh, hello, 6C2. I thought Kyoka was Kyoka 6-star. Oh, we've got a team suggestion here from C2. We may end up having to try that one in a minute because things are not going too well, are they? On this last stage. What have we got? Kyoka 6, Astral Yui, Princess Carol. Is that? Summer Chica and 6-star Kuka. Perhaps we can give that one a try in a minute. What happened there? I was not paying attention. I know we ended up getting completely slaughtered. So we'll switch a few people out. Why even up? Just what your Brandon brain comes up with. 18 was very hard. It is proving to be very hard. Even Vampy getting completely wiped just there. That didn't work. I think Christina probably is going to die. Do we want... Was Samugi a good choice? We really want to be stunning, but it's not stunning fast enough, is it? Yes, Christina, straight out. That one's a strange one. Maybe Aoi is not the call then. Maybe we need... Who's going to get the barrier up quicker? Ares or Ameth? Did we try? Is this the fight that we did try something like this before? And now we've got no damage, really. Is Miffy the best option there? Perhaps. And this Ray's gonna die. Ayane, again, not huge damage, but PvP usability. It's a bit tankier, but Ray wasn't quite tanky enough. I think Inori's going to be better putting Inori back in there, to be honest. We can give it a try. But then, even if we do live, we still have got the problem of Miyako there. We need to get through Miyako quickly. We do better, but we're still getting whittled down because we're not getting through Miyako fast enough to then take Io out. But who do you take out? Do we put in Mumu? Mahiru? Would Mahiru help here? I don't know. But who do we take out for Mahiru? If you try Mahiru, we haven't used Mahiru for a while either. Interesting. I'm not sure if I could maybe come up with anything for this. We're starting to become at a loss. I mean, Tamaki worked pretty well for taking out Io, but then we need to take out Miyako as well. And Christina's not working like she used to. Karumi tank? Bell, knock them back, stun them. Lima to bunch them up. We don't need Lima to bunch them up. How about then... I mean, Ayami did pretty well. But who am I putting in her place? I mean, I don't know what Mahiru's going to do any better. But we're coming up with a little bit of a... They did a short straw here. Kind of want to go back to Tamaki, see if she can take out the Io, but then we're going to be left with Miyako. She went for a Nebi there. Why did she go for Nebi? I mean, I'm sure the stun there is very handy, but we need somebody a little bit tankier and stronger, I think. Karumi's behind as well. She doesn't sit too far forward. Would she be tankier and stronger anyway? Do we go for something like Princess Pecorine that might do some damage? Would she do some damage if I even see her on the list? Where is she? There she is. She's probably gonna allow the whole team to die now because they're not gonna be stunned. She went for Nebi again. And now she's down. We are kind of tanking a little bit. We will try that team soon. Even if we come up with our own team, then we'll run it after that. Just to see how it works. Tamaki was a good idea, but I'm sure Christina will plop again. I'm sure she'll probably plop again, but this is what we will kind of want. Fast damage. Wait, take out Miyako. She's just not going down. Ah. I'm a little bit stumped here. Just a little bit stumped. This is definitely a very difficult and tricky stage. If anybody likes cracking these kind of problems, then this is the stage for you. There's other characters that we'd like to bring in, but it's who do you take out? We need Ares to try to keep us alive. We need Kasumi to slow them down and TP drain, and we want Siren here for our TP. We need Christina for damage, and somehow Pekarin tries to keep us alive a little bit. We don't have enough damage, and if we go for more damage, then we risk being too vulnerable and just being wiped out. We'll give this a little bit, keep trying for a little bit longer. Maybe when we get to the 1 hour mark, then maybe we can try this team. In other words, there's another, try Kuka. You've got magical opponent. Try Kuka as the tank, would she? Well, if she's, maybe this is where, well, he's multiple tanking, so the taunt isn't going to work too well, is it? We'll give it a try, if that was the whole idea. Maybe Nozomi would be better. She does buff physical characters' attack slightly. There we go, and then it's the EO attack. EO's annoying, but then if EO doesn't take you out, you've got Masaki here following up behind. Maybe we completely start again. Run a team without any of these people on it to see how that goes. Maybe we swap Kasumis? If just swapping Kasumi, what's that going to do? I don't know. Let's have a look. I think I would actually like you carrying here too for another magical barrier. We need a magical barrier. And can she tank it? Will that allow us to then try? We want big magical damage because Miyako thought Miyako couldn't dodge magical attacks like she did physical ones, but I don't know if that's completely true. So what do you think of that? Well, I don't have Exodus L'Ariel. We do have, if I can see her here, this Carol. And then we would probably want, don't know if we need the TP drain, if we need the stun, if any of that is really helping. Well, Carol went down straight away. Not a good start. We need that magical barrier up. But who was it did that damage? Was it physical damage that was out there? Didn't see. Is there any way we can keep her alive? Maybe with, I don't know what Pekarin was doing to keep all the others alive. Let's see. Nope, that didn't work either. I don't think Carol's going to survive in that slot. They've kind of, they don't want you to have someone in slot 4 doing damage. Echidna, I didn't think maybe Echidna. Echidna would work better than Carolyn. You see a little tank here? Well, she did revive herself there, so I suppose they've got that going for her. And we seem to have got rid of. We got rid of some. We're getting somewhere. We haven't got our 3 stars, even if we can take them all out. But we're getting somewhere. This is the best we've done so far. We actually took them out. So that is movement. That is actual movement. So we got 1 star there, over 90% hit points, so nobody dying and very quick. Let's try that again. I think maybe if we change our tank, if we can take out Princess Pecorine there and put in somebody else, a stunner probably, or a binder, or somebody that's going to go quickly. Would Samugi do it? We've already tried Noreen, we've already tried Ray. What about Samugi? Well, we're not quite fast enough. That one's actually worse. Because Echidna went down. So, Samugi, not today, thank you very much. Is that the key, though? This roll here. I mean, we always go back to Inori for stunning. We don't have the Noir, Chizuru Noir. We might have tried that. Now that one was worse as well. What was Pecorine doing then to stop that from happening? Took out Pecorine and the team's fallen to pieces. How about we use June as the tank? No, not so much. I mean, this Kuka of the tank. See how that one goes. RNG? Maybe it was an RNG difference. Oof, oofy oof. Yes, exactly. We was nearly there. We was nearly there. I mean, who else do you think of when you think of a PvP tank with utility? It must be somebody that I think we are forgetting here. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what Kururu would do. I mean, she's AoE, you know, but sits behind Yukari. Not that it might be the biggest problem. I mean, we could always have Yukari tanking and put someone behind there that might help. Who could we have behind Yukari? We'll use our own EO. EO versus EO. All of these EO beams, well. EO beams are too much. So maybe somebody else then? Behind? Is this where? No, because she's too far forward. We're pretty. Yeah, okay. What about? Try Kasumi in there and see if that helps. Do they not get charmed? I don't know, I can't see, it's going so fast. We're all charmed anyway, I think, and that's... I don't know what's going on here, but we haven't taken out Miyako very fast like we did last with our better run. We're kind of falling into what looks like a bit of a stalemate here. Till eventually one team's going to break through. Can we at least take them out? Will that give us... Looks like our team is slightly getting the advantage here. Slowly wore them down there. And that gives us another star. So now we just need to do it quickly. Now we just need to do it quickly. In 1 minute. So maybe we can try this team then that's been recommended. Which is... Let's see if we can try that team and see how it works. Get rid of everybody. 6-star Kyoka. I guess I never really thought to put her in anyway. Where is she? They are done by power. She should be at the top. Astral Yui. Then we have Princess Carol. This time maybe she'll live, hopefully. Summer Chica. Again, we didn't think of her. Maybe she could have kept us alive instead of Yukari against the magical attacks. And 6-star Kuka. Where is she hiding? Okay, then let's see how this team does. Chica's just huge. The shielding and magic defense. Whilst Kyoka can blow up maybe Miyako. Maybe she can. Let's put the Spirit Bomb on her. The Genki Dama. Kyoka's Genki Dama will take out Miyako. Let's see how this team works then. If it works for me. We've got lots of magical firepower here. A lot of magical firepower. Genki Dama, your head. There we go. Mina! Genki! Goku, yeah, I know. Goku wanted your energy. There we go. So that team then, with 3 different teams, I suppose that team would have probably got us all 3 stars in one. But we did do a little bit of cooking there. We kind of nearly got there in the end, but Chica, the OP one. Chica. We could do with the ceremonial Chica 2, please. So there we go. We have completed a battle stadium here for April. I don't know where we are anymore. April 2025. So let's grab our rewards then. We're getting some slightly better things in here than we have had before. Who are these tickets here to get them rank, roll, mastery things. A few more rings. Oh, so we can have a whole harem. Everybody a ring. We're going to find out. You've given everybody a ring and then they're going to get angry. So let's receive all of them. 500 of them tickets. Not too bad at all. And there we go. That is the Battle Stadium for this month. We always usually tend to jump over just to Deep Quest when we've done that to see if there's any more we can do here. Once I've done this, there's going to be nothing left to do. We've only got 3 stages to take out. It all depends on who we can borrow. We have got... If there's a Chica here, the ceremonial one, we can maybe try this team, but I don't think there's going to be. That's all we're waiting for. Water. I might stand a chance against water. Because I think the water team, let me just bring it up in the background. I do have... I don't know if it'll full auto it. Maybe it full autos it, some of it. But yeah, it is just... There is a little time. Let's just run it full auto. And see if it will work. It's just basically the magic. So you wanted our magic characters. With the power of Chica again. Just this magical team. And some of them are saying Chica wants to be at 3 stars, something at 5 stars. Anyway, let's just see how it does. She does have a unique equipment on her. I believe. I hope. We'll see how close we are. We're not very close. I don't know, we're probably going to leave it here today. This is the bonus content. The encore. We all wanted an encore. Against Flower Madonna here. Are we going to... Like I said, there are a few timelines for this. I don't know if I'm a little bit tired at the moment. You're running a timeline. Battle Stadium took it out of us, didn't it? Just a little bit. I think we need a little bit more damage from this team. This team can win, again, with the timeline, but I'm not in any mega rush to do that. Yeah, I think the damage needs to ramp up a little bit if we stand a chance here. Yeah, there's no way in hell this is going to work without running a timeline. So, let's just have one quick little look at the fire. What are the fire teams? Fire 7. Yes, I'm a little bit stuck on them. They've all got a lot of characters in I don't have. Akino Saren, Valentine Shizuru, Sarasaria Saren. All of them have those 3 in, and I don't have any of them. So, I think we're going to be stuck here on those stages, maybe up until August when we get a new one. So we don't bang our heads to them a little bit of time. Stay out of the arena, yes. We probably will stay out of the arena. We're going to go into space where it is safe. It's very safe in space. There's nothing in space that can hurt you or harm you. Forget the radiation, or the lack of oxygen, or anything else that's going on out there. The pieces of rock flying past at incredibly high speeds. Space seems very... What am I rambling on about now? Anyway, okay, well, that's Battle Stadium for today. We're going to leave it there today because obviously I'm starting to get a bit of a fever because I'm rambling and talking in tongues. So, thank you everybody for watching. We will be back tomorrow. I guess we'll have a look at Ray and Suzume's Unique Equipment 2s. And then I'm off to a car show this weekend, Japanese car show. So maybe I'll take some pictures and put things up if people are interested. What I see there. So like I said, hopefully you have beaten this Battle Stadium. If you didn't bother to have a go, as actually, people just ignore it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I am Tokkuri Yashi. We'll see you all again very soon. Bye, 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 bye. Hey, where's me buttons? Where's me buttons?